Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
Thank you.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun.
Somebody is asking if this is live. Yes, it is. And once again, let me describe how you are going to know which broadcast is live. The most important one is if you check your time and you see that it is 9 p.m. in the UK, possibly 9 p.m. in Nigeria, and you see Maiyegun live, and you check the dates, and it says the exact day, then it is live. The replay that we usually replay again, when you check the dates, even if it says live, the dates doesn't correspond with the real day that you are watching it on. They are replay that those who missed the live can watch it again or catch up before they will now catch up with Maiyegun at 9 p.m. Share this one. It is live.
Lórí Facebook. And yes,
and quickly as well, just before we get into it, I want to use this moment to say thank you to all of you. I have come to realize that I have built a community that all of us are now so linked together. A year ago, when Facebook was answering and listening to the Buhari idiots that were reporting my page, I decided for the first time to start using my YouTube, which I've had for over 8 years. And from the paltry 800 subscribers of 10 years, or 8 years rather, all of you, with your consistency, sharing, calling people, go and subscribe, join Maiyegun here, Facebook is mad. And within a year, we built it to over 50,000 subscribers. And that gave the community some stability. And let me tell you what that also did. It also turned many of you from fans to members, where people actually pay as you are watching this video, which is free. As you're watching it from all over the world, there are some of you, some of my friends like you, who are also watching, and they are paying every month, like you pay for your Netflix, like you pay for your Sky, like you pay for your DSTV. I have friends, fans who have turned to members of Maiyegun's Diary Politico, who are paying as much as £45. How much is that in Naira? £45 every month. And I have those who have been paying that for over a year. I am so privileged. I am so blessed. I am so you know, I don't know what to say because of you. And I think this is a moment I have to say thank you once again for everything. And I owe it to you all. When they say, who are those bankrolling Maiyegun? You should beat your chest every time you share the video, every time you invite somebody to watch, every time you tell somebody about Maiyegun, every moment everything you do at that small corner of your room and space contributed to this. Now I am capable of putting people on retainer for over a year now. People collecting salaries, managing the platforms of Maiyegun, getting paid when I don't even have to worry. That is class. That is power. And I owe it to all of you. Again, share the broadcast. Let's get started.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe àní.
Somehow, we succeeded on Maiyegun's diary Politico to bring everybody together, including those who don't even like Maiyegun. Don't think everybody that watches Maiyegun's diary Politico agrees with Maiyegun. You will be so wrong. Majority of the people who watches Maiyegun, they watches Maiyegun because it is convenient to know everything you need to know. And whatever you make of it is your business. I don't judge. No, I don't. That is why I don't really curse. I rather give names that makes it easier so that if you come back, you are never going to be a stranger because you have been listening to Maiyegun, even though you didn't agree with him. I don't agree with him. I disagree with him. No, that's not, but they still listen. Everybody comes here. Some are just silent listener, watching for years. And somehow, you are a Yoruba, you are Igbo, you are Ijo, or you are Fulani, or you are an Hausa, you are this, you are that. They are no longer really barriers anymore within us. Especially when we are within the temple of truth. So we succeeded building that kind of community, a community that is evolving, getting to understand everybody's pain, getting to understand what connection, what really, really connects us that we have been missing, despite the fact that they wanted us to remain divided. Somehow, we are finding that connection now. And that makes Maiyegun's diary one of the biggest threats that you should look out for. And they are indeed watchful for. So we succeeded. And that goes beyond social media. It went straight into the streets. And luckily, we have Nnamdi Kanu, we have Sunday Igboho, who have become the champion, the champion of the right that they have now turned to luxury for us. Simple things. So it goes there that people begin to say, no, you can no longer use all those old propaganda to deceive majority anymore. People are beginning to know that. The Biafrans are beginning to know that Yorubas are not their problem. The Yorubas are beginning to know that the Biafrans are not their problem. The other Biafrans are beginning to know that the Fulanis are not actually their problem. Big people are beginning to identify their real problems. And they are now uniting on how can we get rid of them. Since we all know now that no Fulani will invade us, no terrorists will trample upon us, if those who are supposed to speak for us or fight for us are doing their jobs. Do you get what I mean now? If they were doing their job, right? Like they say, they are now pushing fiscal federalism. If they were doing their job, there will be no reason for Sunday Igboho to mobilize young men, risk their lives, and chase after AK-47 wielding terrorists in their forest. There will be no need for it. There will be no need for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to establish ESN to chase after Fulani terrorists in Igbo land. There will be no need. The advocacy will be pretty much about, we want to go change the constitution, which will be legit and, legal. But those who were supposed to speak for us, or those who pretend to be representing us, who have already been compromised, they failed on their job, and the other people rose in defense of the people, and they became a target. Talking about people taking advantage of our problems, the reports came and they said, somebody from the Yoruba Nation advocacy group, and they say it's the youth leader, Bolarin was something. It's the youth leader of the Yoruba Nation, blah, blah, blah. And therefore, they are taking a message to Buhari from Sunday Igboho, so that Buhari can give Sunday Igboho amnesty and forgive him. And Sunday Igboho also promised that he's going to abandon the Yoruba Nation struggle. And I'm like, from where to where? Nobody say people have not been doing it. We have told you. The reason why the whole thing is political. Let no one deceive you. As you are fighting for your right to survive from the dragnet of this murderous regime, some people are going to milk it. We will talk to them. They are our children. Don't worry about that. We will talk to him. Same way so many people were going to Abuja. We will talk to Nnamdi Kanu. Don't worry, he's our son. We know what to say to him. The Biafran struggle is no longer in fashion. I mean, in fashion anymore. We will talk to him. They will dress up like traditional title holders from Yoruba land, from Igbo land, and they go there cap in hands to go and pledge homage to the Maiyegun and his murderous cabal, being the one that is being managed by Malamumu, the Attorney General of Nigeria. So they go there, people take advantage. They do that all the time. Just a few days ago, some actors from Biafra, Zakoji, what's that guy's name? Ibru, yeah, I don't know what other name they call him. Ibru, Zakoji, Gentle Jack, I can't remember other names. Those popular Nollywood guys, they met with Femi Okpono Adeshina, and they said they were pledging their loyalty, they are pledging their support to Buhari because he is the best thing that happened to Nigeria, to Igbo land since the discovery of a sliced bread. And they also said if they can give them money, they are ready to go and organize public shows, public speech, organize symposium and things, drama, arts, culture, everything all over Nigeria for Nigerians to know that Buhari is the best. So, maybe today people, they take advantage. But you can take this to the bank. If anybody goes to Abuja and says, oh, I know how to talk to them, is doing it for his own belly. The consequences of that is when they come for him, he will be on his own. Femi Fani-Kayode was one of those who told Buhari and gang they would talk to Nnamdi Kanu. He would talk to Sunday Igboho. After my brother, of Femi Fani-Kayode, my brother. They've rewarded him now with Dasauki of Zamfara. And he now is now just telling all of us that his grandfather was Fulani. These are the people who take advantage. So we are saying it to you now. If anybody goes to Abuja saying they speak for Sunday Igboho, number one, Sunday Igboho is not the leader of Yoruba Nation advocacy. For the sake of those who are watching this video, okay? Igboho is a patriotic Yoruba son whose influence has added positively, increased sporadically the Yoruba Nation struggle. But Yoruba Nation struggle and the organization behind it, they are called Ilana Omo Odua. And we also have the Yoruba Global Directorate, which is the Yoruba Nation Global Directorate. These organizations and many, many others too that are doing the groundwork, advocacy works, promoting the need for the Yorubas to stop being part of this beggarly system, this Bambi Allah system, where you have to go to Abuja to go and beg for whatever they can give to you. Bambi Allah system. Those who are doing the job, doing the advocacy, we know them. Oloye Sunday Igboho responded to a distress call from the people of Igangan, Ayete, Ibarapa, Okeogun, and all the environs who came under the attack of a Fulani terrorist, incessant kidnapping, raping, and killing, destructions of farms and properties. These were distress calls that the Nigerian police ignored, that the Nigerian military ignored, that the Oyo state government ignored. It was a distress call he responded to. And having visited the places, he discovered that there are actually more damages done than reported in the media. He then told all of us, all of you, Yorubas, all over the world, all of you doing so well in the diaspora, if you think you have a home to come to, you are joking. Things have gone worse. I have seen it. I have visited the places. I have seen them. I have fought them. If you all wait and wait, we will all die. That's also with others who have told us how much we have lost for being part of Nigeria, peacefully telling us that it is either they do fiscal federalism, regionalism, or just break up Nigeria entirely. Those ones have been there for like forever, until Igboho told us the danger that they never told us of. And we saw the victims, we saw the places, we have the record, we have the pictures, we have the videos, we have evidence of all these destructions that the Yoruba elite continue to underplay. That was how Igboho came to the picture. Igboho is not the leader of Yoruba nation. Igboho is not even like Nnamdi Kanu. Igboho is a patriotic son of Yoruba land, who is also a warrior. He is not afraid of war, and he did prove that. And those who got freed from the captives of kidnappers in 2019, 2020, when Igboho and the Agbekoya, Yoruba Koya, and so many other groups who went into the forest and chased after the Fulani terrorists in those areas and freed those in their captivity. We know the leadership of a Yoruba nation. And yes, those who are trying to hang him or trying to milk this are ignoring one thing. The people they are trying to sell their own brothers to for whatever pecuniary gain, parading yourselves as the youth leader of Yoruba nation, youth leader of this. Some of you are actually pretty much like you are not different from the jobless Buhari idiot, the Buhari deans, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the articulators, the articulated morons, articulated Mumuns, articulated Mugus. Some of you are not different from them, disguising, because it seems that this Yoruba nation, now another shop for some of you to become somebody, to become something. Whatever crumbs can come from it, whatever fraud you can put through it, you don't mind, because your intention is not actually about the Yoruba nation. If not, nobody, not this time, should come out, any group at all, should come out and say anything in any way contrary to what's supposed to be a united, agreed voice. Oloye Sunday Igboho committed no crime. He is not a criminal. And asking for Yoruba nation is not asking for war. Referendum is not war. So this united and Yoruba people want to go. This united voice should be coming from anybody who wants to say, I want to speak on behalf of Yoruba nation. Nobody should be going about and be looking for what they are going to give. How much do you think they will even give to you? How much are you thinking of that they will give to you in that Abuja? When you go there and go and meet them and say, we spoke to Igboho, he's ready to, and then you start blackmailing other people who are doing the right thing within the whole organization. Hungry leopards like you are. And if you are one of them watching me right now, I deliberately want to pass this message to you. You should be ashamed of yourselves. If you are one of those who go about taking advantage, finding means, a loopholes to milk this, whereby your end result is to go back and continue with your swagger 23. I'm just waiting for some of you. Some of you are still going to evolve. When the money you are expecting from the Yoruba nation is not forthcoming like you are expecting it. After putting all the old schemes, scam, everything together, when the money is no longer forthcoming, some of you will begin to evolve. You begin to really tell us where you are. If not, nobody will go into any media and say Igboho should be given amnesty. By who? You are asking amnesty for asking for your rights, and they want to kill him for it. Then you want to ask amnesty from the terrorists who wanted to kill him. The same terrorists who wanted to kill him because he's chasing after the terrorists who are after you. How much do you think they will give you? Think about it. 1 million, 2 million, 100 million, 500 million. How much do you think they will give you without your trashy paper called Naira? Nobody work with Nigeria. See, you cannot, if you sell your brother, listen to me. When you sell your brother, the buyer will never trust you. These people have been so clear about the type of Nigeria you are living in now. If you are a terrorist with guns, and you are from a Fulani clan or claim to be, you are protected. But if you are an activist from southern Nigeria asking for the fundamental human rights, asking the police brutality to stop, asking for self-determination, asking for referendum, asking for things that are pretty much doesn't require bringing out guns, then they treat you as terrorists. And it has become so terrible now that before now, we told all of you that even if you think you don't support IPOB, you don't believe in IPOB, I don't like their way, I don't like the way they worship Nnamdi Kanu, you have problem with all of that. You have problem with people who have never, ever, ever for once seated, or let me say, sat in a seat of decision making to approve your budget for road or for anything. They've never been involved. They have never been involved in your lawmaking. They have never been involved in just anything that they have done to you. Those who are involved are telling you that those who have never done anything to you, never borrowed money in your name, never ordered people to kill you in the name of Nigeria, these people are more dangerous than them. So you should trust them. So I don't like IPOB this. I told you, I said, listen, if you are an Igbo man or woman, these criminals who are profiling you and profiling all of us, they don't see you as Igbo man or whatever you want to say. They don't even see you as a Niger Deltan. In their own book, you are all IPOB. You are all potential traitors. You are all potential people who are going to ask them to change the status quo. Therefore, you are all the same. But you can go there. Me, I'm not a Biafra. We are not Biafra. Hey, don't drag us into Biafra this so. Don't this so. Meanwhile, those who are going to deal with everybody, they don't see you as what you think you are. In their book, you are Biafrans. For us in Yoruba land now, we don't know the name they are going to give to us. They have already put everything together to label us terrorists too. Yeah, yes, they're going to do it soon. Very soon, they're going to do it. They have already started with attacking federal prison in Oyo town. They broke into the place, killed 2 people. One Operation Buster soldier, one Amotekun, comrade or corporal. I don't know what they call them. Corporal, whatever. They killed 2 people, one woman, one comrade from Amotekun. She's between life and death now. Or your state governor said we should pray for her. We don't know how deep they have entered Oyo State. You and I know how deep they have entered Lagos State. You and I know how deep they have entered Ogun State. I've shared that with you many times. You and I know how deep they have entered Ondo State that make Akeredolu to be going really, really crazy these days, yeah? But confused. We know where they have entered. All they need right now, is just to what? To just activate some actions here and there. Some kidnappings, some killings, bombing, jailbreak here and there. Just some jara here and there. And they will tell you it is done by the Yoruba nation agitators. Since everybody done they run mad already for that place, those who will believe too. That is why we are doing this. So, because when they start happening, you are not going to say, Omo, it shocked me. You know, they shock anybody anymore. Just be ready. So that when they say, it is time to chase them, you will not be asking, why? Why can't we ask questions? Why can't we do this again? Because by then you will know that there is no point in wasting any question anymore. If you don't rise up now and crush them and stop them, you are all done for. Now, preparing you towards that. They started unknown gunmen in eastern Nigeria to trigger the propaganda of all of you, agreeing that, it must be IPOB. I'm so happy that so many people are now saying they are now knowing better. Because when you begin to pair them together, they don't make sense. That's the point. They don't make any sense. ESN. I remember when they killed people in Aba. You remember when they shot people who went to do remembrance, the annual remembrance of those fallen heroes of Biafra, and they were praying in that school. Children, women, young people, everybody. And police just arrived. Military, police, they just came and they positioned themselves, cocking their guns, and they started shooting people. How many of you remember that incident? People didn't come out to start killing policemen. They went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house. They killed 28 people in 2017. 28 human beings and their family dog. And for 2 years, there was no unknown gunmen. There was nothing. Which means people didn't get to the point of anger to turn to terrorists and start burning police stations and start breaking into prison, because they would have had reasons, right? I mean, 28 people in a single day, Operation Python Dance. Would that not be enough reason for people to say this? Hey, they have started killing, hey, the Biafrans have started, especially when they couldn't find Nnamdi Kanu. People were expecting them to start doing that. They didn't do anything. For 2 years, IPOB members continue to meet, continue to deliberate, continue to hope and work towards one day the actualization of Biafra. Many of them were not sure what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were not sure what happened in that house that day. They saw the video to the last point when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was inside the house and they were shooting and shooting and shooting. And we could hear all of that. And we thought they killed him. They did not resort to violence. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? For more than 2 years. Then Buhari won second term in 2019. Even though Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resurfaced and he started even encouraging the Biafrans to continue to be hopeful and continue to be, like as usual, they still never kill anybody. They still never clash with anybody. No police station, no nothing. Then Nnamdi Kanu said, if the politicians are not going to protect us, then we have to protect ourselves. And he called on young, old, everybody to join him. And he said, if you are ready to protect and defend Biafra, I am ready to lead you in doing that. People volunteered. Eastern Security Network was birthed. And that was even after the endless attacks in Ebonyi. That the Ebonyi governor came out and he was almost crying. That he had an agreement with them. That there will be no clashes and everything. And they still came back to kill over 87 people within a space of 3 days. Nnamdi Kanu now launched ESN, Eastern Security Network. Just towards the end of 2020. Just end of last year. Immediately he launched that. They gave birth to unknown gunmen in eastern Nigeria. First, they waited. They wanted the governors to crush that. But they couldn't know their camps. They didn't know where they were. They sent military and soldiers into the forest. They couldn't find them. But there are videos where the soldiers are looking for ESN in the forest. The videos will be making it to the internet. People will be showing us the video. Look at Nigerian soldiers. They are looking for ESN inside forest. Where are the ESN recording them? They say, well, you have no idea, Maiyegun. So when they didn't find them, suddenly, 2021, unknown gunmen just surfaced. And people are saying, on what ground would unknown gunmen now surface and begin to break prison, bomb police station? Is it because Nnamdi Kanu was killed in Neo, or because 28 people were killed 4 years ago? They don't make any sense. And when you now look at how they operate as well, and the reports, they go to police station, police place, where police have guns and everything. And they will not kill police or anything. No. They will burn the place. They will take all their guns and they will free people in the cell. And the question you should ask yourself is this. Are those places they said people are being released, do they have any ESN or IPOB members in detention there? They haven't told you that because you haven't asked them. Or did you ever ask them that the prison or police station they said they are breaking into, are those places where they are holding IPOB members? Maybe that's why they break into that. Of course not. When they kidnap people suspected to be IPOB members in Imo, in River State, in everywhere they're picking them up in eastern Nigeria, they don't leave them there, right? They have 2 places they take them to. They either keep them at Owerri, a special dedicated prison that is not even like regular prison, a warehouse, a holding house, where they are keeping human beings that nobody knows the figure as we speak. Then, or they just smuggled all of them, put them on truck and transport them to Suleja in Niger State, where they know that ESN cannot come to and break the prison to free them. Only Boko Haram can do that. And for almost a year that they kept, for almost 8 months that they are keeping over 100 kidnapped innocent people from Igboho, from Owerri, from Olu. The innocent people they kidnapped there, and they kept them in Suleja prison in Niger State for over 8 months. So ask yourselves, when you begin to dot all these lines, when you begin to put all this together, they don't make any sense. Check the timeline. Check what happened. And where we are. They don't make any sense. And today, people are so aware. People are so aware of things happening that the Yorubas are never going to be in shock if anybody just suddenly unknown gunmen in Yoruba land, they start springing up. It will be difficult to deceive majority of the Yorubas that it is the Yoruba nation agitators that are now unknown gunmen. Meanwhile, it is already planned that way. Set them up. The people that will be committing the crime are there in the forest. The only people that can make this difficult for us are those who want to go into that forest and expose them so that people can know that they are in the forest. When you see anybody talking about that forest, arrest that person. It's the enemy of Nigeria. He want to cause trouble in Nigeria. Do you understand that mode of operation? That's how they do. They are now charging Nnamdi Kanu for the killing of Professor Dora Akunyili's husband. Nnamdi Kanu was in DSS detention when those political criminals in Anambra assassinated the husband of late Dora Akunyili. In their new charges against Nnamdi Kanu, apart from the fact that they are charging him for insulting and calling Buhari idiots, they are also charging him for IPOB, burning Oba of Lagos Palace. They are also charging him for the killing of Gulak, the killing of Akunyili's husband. They are charging Nnamdi Kanu for that. Is that not a joke? And even if you don't like Nnamdi Kanu, even if you don't agree with their way or all you said you don't like about them, does that now justify that? They kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. They tortured him for 8 days. They kept him in their DSS underground cell when they brought him to Nigeria. Kept him in Comunicado, strip his lawyers naked before they see him, and subject him to different psychological torture. And he was completely cut out of the rest of the world. And yet, Gulak, the man that made the number fourth person in an election to suddenly become number one, Gulak, who brought hopeless Uzodinjo through the APC primary abracadabra and Tanko technicalities final miracle that suddenly made him the winner of an election he never really even came second. Now, whatever it is, they said they told Gulak, don't go to Owerri, don't go to Imo. Okorocha and so many others like them are not happy with you and the game you played that brought Hopeless Uzodijo to power. Be careful of Owerri. Hopeless Uzodijo will sacrifice you. And so true to their words, what happened? Gulak was in his hotel in Owerri, and they said he received a call. His own son came out and he said his father received a call that he needed to leave the hotel immediately and he should leave Owerri immediately because they've already sent the people that are coming to kill him. The same people hosting him are the same people who are going to kill him. Gulak, without waiting for a security or anybody, jumped into a car and started driving himself to the airport. The same people who built the hotel for him, the same people who gave him security in Owerri, the same people who make him a VIP, the same people who knows when he's going to fly and his flight and everything, who knows his route and everything, probably have the tracker on the car they gave to him to drive. The same people caught up with him and they killed him. On the day the Biafrans were exercising the sit at home, where nobody was expected to be anywhere, they assassinated him. And Malamu has added that as part of the charges against Nnamdi Kanu. Professor Dora Akunyili's husband is a doctor, a philanthropist, somebody that has nothing to do with politics. The only time his family was ever under threat was when his wife was alive and was the NAFDAC director in Nigeria, going after the fake drug manufacturers and sellers in Nigeria. That was the time his family or their family were really at a very, very existential threat or danger. But a lot of things have happened after then. God rested the soul of Professor Dora Akunyele. Ask yourselves, what is the connection between IPOB and Professor Dora Akunyele's husband? They said the man returned to Anambra to go and receive an award, a posthumous award for his wife. And the killers walked in and they assassinated him. You saw the videos of all the young people and old that went for their stolen property, stolen food inside the Oba of Lagoon, Oba Kiolu of Lagoon. You saw the video, but Malamu says in their own investigation, it was done by IPOB. These are not coincidence. These are not circumstantial. No. They are pre-planned plots to railroad us into ethnic, further tribal clashes. Because in division, they have power. In our division, they are stronger. When you are divided, all their criminals can come in. Yes, they will come in. They will break into prisons. Nobody will be arrested. Nobody will be prosecuted until the next one. As long as they continue to spread the fear and all of you continue to stay divided, they continue to drive the narrative.